Your time now is 6:03, and we begin this morning with a deadly shooting on the Near East Side. Police say a man has died and a young woman and baby were also hurt. It happened just before 10:10 last night near East 12th Street and Colorado Avenue. Police say the man, woman, and child, that's believed to be about 1 year old, were outside when shots were fired. We're still working to figure out what led up to the shooting, but we do know that the man later died at a hospital, but his identity has not yet been released. Police say the woman and baby both suffered graze wounds. If you have any information, police say you should contact them or Crime Stoppers.
4 minutes after 6, the Indiana Pacers tip off the Eastern Conference Finals tonight. First time in 10 years they've made us this far.
Wish TV is the only Indianapolis TV station to have followed the Pacers throughout the playoffs. Our Angela Morian reports from Boston. Welcome back. It's 9:55. We're following breaking news. The person who died in a motorcycle crash last night in Greenwood has been identified. The Johnson County coroner says Connor Stevens died at the scene after being trapped underneath his bike. The 20-year-old crashed in the area of US 31 and Main Street. Welcome back. Daybreak is all local all morning, and every Saturday we love to highlight the local company together with our partners at Indiana Grown. Today we have Olivia Neal with Modest Midwest Wax Company. She joins us this morning on Daybreak to tell us about her products. Tell me a little bit about your business. I know you got started during the pandemic.
I did. We started in...
We can all get into habits that impact our mental health. Psychology suggests that examining these habits and breaking our routines can lead to more joy and positivity. Who doesn't like that? Dr. Danielle Henderson, a clinical psychologist from IU Health, is here to discuss finding our joy in everyday patterns. Good morning.
Good morning.
Why is this an important topic?
Well, I think because, when we're engaged.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We get to take a trip down memory lane. Look who we have here. We have Patty Spitler and Dick Wolfsey.
That's right.
And you guys are legends here at Wish TV as we celebrate our 70th anniversary. It's so cool that we have them here. Well, some of the neighbors tell me they woke up to flames this morning, and some of them had to be rescued from the balcony. Now, most everyone is out of the apartment complex right now. This apartment building had about 44 units. This is at the Highland Points apartment. A lot of people, but traffic here is beginning to slow down a bit. You can see right behind me, though, that there's still lots of people out trying to catch their flights this morning after seeing the total solar. A Bedford native and NASA astronaut is sharing scientific facts about the total solar eclipse. Charlie D. Walker joins us this morning on Daybreak, and he is a Purdue graduate. He flew on 3 NASA space shuttle missions in the 1980s. Charlie, we want to thank you for being with us this morning.
Well, it's my great pleasure. Thanks for having me on today.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about the significance of today's event?
Well, the significance is pretty big. These kinds of things only happen, these astronomical events, a total solar eclipse over any one spot on the surface of the Earth around every 400 years. So stay young to see the next one coming over central Indiana. This is a big event. This is a unique event in the solar system. We are the only planet in the solar system where our moon just exactly faces over the face of the sun to create a total eclipse. So it's a unique event, and I think everybody will be overpowered by it.
Charlie, you said it's important to pay attention before and after the eclipse. Tell us why.
Well, before the eclipse, as the sun gets is more and more enclosed or covered by the moon, the Earth's moon, it'll get darker and darker, and you should pay attention to the way the animals act around. Now, it's still early in the spring, so we don't have too many birds out chirping, but you will see them start to go to roost. You'll hear chickens if you're out in the farm country. Start to head for the roost, and roosters come on into tune. It's going to be a unique experience for both animals and people. But as you get to totality, look for other things in the sky. The stars will come out as the sky gets darker, as we're under the shadow of the moon. So actually, there's going to be a couple of very bright planets in the sky, Jupiter to the left of the sun and Venus to the right of the sun, as it is totally blocked out. So there's a number of very interesting events, including the the moon, full moon bright glow of the atmosphere of the sun called the corona that'll be visible without glasses. It's okay to look at it without glasses when the moon is completely in front of the sun.
Well, that is great information. We want to thank you so much for joining us on Daybreak this morning. It has been a complete pleasure, and we look forward to the total solar eclipse happening later on today. Welcome back. We're right outside the front gates at IMS, and we have found a family from Columbus, Ohio. This is 12-year-old Aubrey, and this is her very first race. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
Excited.
Excited? What are you expecting here today?
Really loud race cars.
I love the sound of the race cars going around.
And first time for you guys to be in Indianapolis, right?
Correct, yeah. Our first date was to a NASCAR race, but this is our first Indy race, Indy 500. So excited for today.
Did you come in today or yesterday?
We got here about, 6 a.m.? Yeah, so about a 3.5 hour drive, so very excited, ready to go.
We cannot help but notice all of the stuff that you guys brought here with you. Are you ready for the rain?
I think we're prepared. Yeah. We have tarps. We have everything we need.
Yep.
So yeah, I think
Ponchos,
we're pretty prepared.
umbrellas, plenty of drinks. We'll be all right.
Did the rain? Was there any thought like, hey, maybe we shouldn't go?
Maybe a little bit, but at the end of the day, this is the Indy 500, and you can't not go. You've got to be here.
I agree. And you being a NASCAR guy, they have the drying apparatus to dry it from NASCAR.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it should be a little quicker, right? So have you ever experienced that before, going to NASCAR races?
Yeah, the Titan air system, it blows compressed air onto the racetrack and can dry it a lot faster. So even if it does rain, stick around.
You're gonna get this thing in?
Oh yeah, baby. Not a chance.
Let's go.
Well, we're so thankful that you guys stopped by and talked to us before you guys go into the race. We hope you have a great time.
Thank you so much.
Before we let you go, who do you have?
Leo. 5, Leo or Scott Dixon.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
You guys too?
Yeah, going for 5.
All right.
We want to see Larson win. Let's go Larson.
NASCAR.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy yourselves, guys. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you. Have a good one. So there you go. Okay, I agree. I want Elio, and hopefully, in him knowing that makes me feel better, being that he's a NASCAR guy. He knows this type of apparatus they're going to use, and it works in NASCAR. Hopefully, it works here as well.
I think we're going to have a great race day, Phil.
Let's do it.
I am inside, dear moms. This general store is so cool. Take a look at all that they offer here. You can pick up groceries here. You can get some music. They have tons of music here on the wall. There's some clothes that you can buy. And if you go all the way to the back of the store, you'll find this free vending machine. It offers health products like emergency contraception, varieties of condoms, pregnancy tests, and harm reduction resources, including Narcan and fentanyl test strips. Plan B, it can cost about $50, but here it is free. The machine is a result of efforts from 3 organizations focused on reproductive rights. Dr. Lacey Davidson joins us this morning. She is from the Indiana Task Force. For about 10 years, you guys have been working in Indiana to just bring information. Talk to us more about the work that you guys do.
Thanks so much for being here today. We have worked for many years to bring about this project as well as many others across the state. This one specifically is about bringing the supplies that people need to make the choices that are right for them and their families, whether that's the choice to have a child, to not have a child, and also to parent and raise those children in healthy and safe environments that really support them holistically as a family, but also as individuals.
There's a number of different products here that you're offering totally free. What was the reasoning behind some of the products that you chose?
Yeah, we really want to reduce the barriers to access some of these. So as you mentioned, there can be financial barriers to accessing some of these products, but we also wanted it to be in an environment where people feel like they can come in, they can take a look around, they can get a record, and then they can also access the supplies that they need to make those choices that are right for them and their family.
And Lacey, really quickly, what's your hope for the future?
We hope for this project specifically to have more across the state, but in general, the aim of our organization is to create an Indiana and a world where everyone can thrive with no exceptions, including to make the choices that are right for them and their families with respect to reproduction.
Well, if you would like more information on these free sexual health supplies at Dear Mom, go to our website, wishtv.com. I'm Brittany Noble reporting for Wish TV, wishtv.com. Follow us on Facebook for updates.
Thank you, Brittany. 8:38 now. Michael Cohen.
Welcome back. We are just 4 days away till the Indy 500. And when you head to IMS this weekend, you may notice more art around the track. I met with members of the creative team about the new 2024 designs.
Hundreds of thousands of people will visit gift shops at IMS this weekend. Much of the merchandise, such as the shirts, hats, coolers, even the trading cards, was produced locally. This year, Shay Beechler designed some products specifically for children.
So the IndyCar coloring book really focuses on the series and the art of racing. You learn about the pit crew and the parts of the car, so it's great for kids to kind of learn about that and create new race fans. And then the IMS one is really focused on the day of the Indy 500.
And Chloe Fisher's created this design on her iPad before printing it on vinyl to display on this garage door.
Yeah, I think it's really exciting to try to beautify a very masculine sport. And that's something that we did a lot this year, especially with the program cover. You'll see more florals and all of that. And then like our campaign this year is very light and airy. So kind of just softening that very rugged, rough sport this year.
Grace Keller joined the creative team in 2020 and says each year they add new life to the track.
I designed this beautiful graphic last year for Joseph Newgarden winning, covered in orchids, which are in the wreath for the winner. And we love that graphic so much, we wanted to incorporate it in the cover. And our awesome printing partners were able to bring to life. If you actually scratch the orchids on here, they smell like the wreath. So we had to go through hundreds of scents to try to figure out which one smelled the most like our wreath.
The 2024 Indy 500 programs will be on sale for $20. You can buy them at the track or order it online along with the coloring book.